Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is I, A03 User Scorpion here, and today we're going to be doing another Magic the Gathering unboxing video. Today we're going to be unboxing the Magic the Gathering 2015 Commander deck called Plunder the Graves. So, if you don't know already, this is the Commander 2015 decks, which are this is one of them. They're brand new, and this is Graveyard. Graveyard is my favourite archetype, if none of you know that. I love playing Reanimator. I love returning. I love milling my own things, killing my own things, and then bringing them back even stronger. So this is a 100 card singleton deck, and if you've watched my previous Commander unboxing, which was the Sworn to Darkness deck, it is in very similar light to that. So let us first of all have a look at our Commander, Mirren of Clan Niltoth. So this is our Commander. So first of all, she's a 4 mana, 2 colorless, 1 black and 1 swamp. 1 swamp, 1 forest, so 1 black, 1 green, and she's a legendary creature human shaman, which all commanders need to be as a legendary creature. She's a 3/4, and whenever a creature I control dies, I get an experience counter. At the beginning of my end step, I choose target creature in the graveyard. If that card's converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of experience counters, return it to the battlefield, otherwise put it in my hand. So basically, at the end of my turn, I get a card in hand, and if I've got loads of experience counters, which I aim to with this deck, I get them straight to the battlefield. Well, this is a very awesome commander, and this is possibly my favourite Commander 2015 deck. In fact, it's probably my favourite Commander deck of all time. So, let us just real quick crack into these, and I'll go through what we've got. As you can see, there's our 100 card pile, known as our Commander deck, and we're gonna open it. Apparently, for some reason, Commander 2015 decks are extremely hard to open, and I cannot burst the seal. So we're going to have to try and open from the top. Now, this is one thing you never want to do, is open your cards from the top, especially if you go out and buy a deck, because these may contain rares, and in which case Commander decks do, and on top of that, you risk damaging the top of the cards, which you don't ever want to do. So first of all, we have our double-sided tokens, Zombie and Germ. Then we have our experience tokens, our Elephant and Zombie tokens, our Elephant and Sapperling token, our Elephant and Sapperling token, our Spider and Sapperling, our Spider and Sapperling, a Spider and a Wolf token, and a Spider and a Wolf, and then we have a Zombie and a Wolf token. So they are our double-sided tokens. So those tokens give you a rough idea of what the deck is going to do. So now let's hop in and have a look at these creatures. We have one of these, which is Sakaru Tribe Elder. It's a 1 mana, it's a 2 mana 1/1 that sacrifice a creature and search your library for a basic land. Put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. So landfall seems pretty good with this guy. I apologise for that shaky camera movement. I'm now moving my camera real quick. Seer Wayfinder, which is basically 2 mana 1/1, bin the top 4 and get a land. We have a Verdolin Emissary, which is a 2/1 for 2, and whenever it dies, I may search my library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Every day I'm shuffling, because that joke's never been made before. We have Wall of Blossoms, which is a 0/4 defender for 2 mana, plant wall, and when it enters the battlefield, I draw a card. Now this, I believe, is a card from one of the Ravnicas. I've never played in Ravnica, but I would love to. Well, I've played when... Oh dear. Well, I've played when Ravnica was in Standard, but I've never actually played with a lot of the cards from it. So we have Khorazad, Guild Mage, 1 black, 1 green, 2/2, Elf Shaman, tap 3 mana, target creature gains +1/+1, and Intimidate until end of turn, which is awesome, but not in Commander 2015, it's okay. Tap 4 mana, sacrifice a non-token creature, put an X 1/1 green sapling token where X is that creature's toughness. So hopefully we'll get running a big amount of creatures toughness here. Blood Baron, sacrifice a creature, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Phyrexian Rager, it's a 2/2 for 3, and when it enters the battlefield I draw one and lose one. Skullwinder, another 3 mana 1/3 Death Toucher. When it enters the battlefield, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Then choose an opponent. That player returns a card from his or her graveyard to his or her hand. So it's okay. Not bad. Wood Elves. When it enters, it's a 3 mana 1/1 that when it enters the battlefield, search your library for a forest card. Put that onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Doesn't say tapped, so that's extremely good. Eternal Witness, which is a 2/1 for 3, sorry, and it is whenever it enters the battlefield, you may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Another one of these awesome reanimated cards, which I just love. Now we have this guy, Corpse Ogre. Corpse Ogre, because yeah, okay. It is a 4 mana 4/2 zombie wizard, and when it dies, draw X cards and lose X life, where X is number of creature cards in target player's graveyard. So that could just kill me, which is concerning. Shriekmaw, it is a 5 mana elemental with fear, and it's a 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature. You can evoke this card, which means you cast it for 2 mana, and it's sacrificed, which is probably what you want to do with this deck. We have Indrik Stumphowler, a 5 mana beast, 4/4, and when it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact for enchantment. So it's Reclamation Sage, it's bigger. We have Banshee of the Dread Choir, which is 5 mana spirit with Mired, which is whenever a creature attacks this turn, each opponent defending player, you may put a token that's a copy of this creature, okay, tapped and attacking their player or planeswalker he, she, or controls. Exile token at the end. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card. Ooh, hand disruption. Filling up those graveyards. Acidic Slime. It's a 2/2 for 5 with Death Touch, and it can destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land when it enters the battlefield. A lot of people like Acidic Slime. I think it's okay. Great Oak Guardian, a 6 mana 4/5 with Flash and Reach, and when it enters the battlefield, creatures target player controls get +2/+2 on tap. And that's very good. That's very, very good. We have now Thief of Blood, which is a 1/1 flying that when it enters the battlefield, remove all counters from all permanents. It gets a 1/1 counter for each counter removed this way, and that is a 6 mana. Collar of the Pack. Woohoo, everyone likes Collar of the Pack. 7 mana, 8/6 trample with Mird. I'm probably butchering the names out of these, so forgive me, my horde of fans. Any Magic player in the world who plays right now would have got that pun. Skull Clamp. It is a 1 mana, equipped creature gets +1/-1. Whenever a equipped creature dies, draw 2 cards. Soul Ring, the ring of my soul and many souls. It is the best ring in the galaxy. And, well, not the galaxy, in the multiverse, they should say. It's a tap for 2 mana, and it's 1 mana to cost. And it's colourless, which makes it even better. Golgari Signet. 2 mana, tap 1, tap it to add black-green to your mana pool. So it converts colourless mana into mana which is of colour. And this is very helpful for casting creature spells with colour, which this deck has a lot of. Also very useful for casting spells that don't have colour, and you just use them anyway for that. Okay, 2 mana, Lightning Greaves. Equipped creature has haste and shroud. That's very good. Then we have Thought Vessel. 2 mana, no maximum hand size. Tap it to add 1 colourless mana to your mana pool. Infinite possibilities can appear from this card. Now we have Diabolic Servitude, which is a 4 mana enchantment that when it enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And when it's put into the battlefield with when a creature's put in the battlefield with this, dies, exile it and return it to its owner's hand. When it leaves the battlefield, exile target creature put on the battlefield with this. Altar's Reap. Sack a creature, draw 2. 2 mana. Tribute to the Wild. Instant sorcery, 2 mana. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact or an enchantment. Golgari Charm. I know that right. Apparently, the Golgari are very charming to everybody in the Ravnica and the plane of Ravnica, as we should call it. It is a 2 mana. Choose one. Instant. All creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. Destroy target enchantment or regenerate each creature I control. There's the green part for it. Grizzly Salvage. Ha ha ha. Another 2 mana. Instant. Reveal top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card or land card among them onto your hand and the rest into the graveyard. Putrefy. I've probably butchered that as well. It is a 3 mana. Instant. Destroy target artifact or creature. It can't be regenerated. So it's a very good removal spell in this set. Mulch. 2 mana. Reveal top 4 cards. Put all lands revealed this way into your hand and the rest onto the graveyard. Then we have our commander again. But we all know who our commander is, so I'm not going to say do her again. I'm not going to... Sorry, that sounded very wrong and very irresponsible. I'm not going to read her abilities again. We have... Mazaric... Cruel Death Priest. 5 mana. Legendary creature. Look at that art. 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 Oh, okay. Legendary creature, human shaman. So this guy can be our commander if we wish. And he's a 2/2 flying. Whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control. Then we have one of my favourite guys ever to be printed in any set. Jara the Golgari Lichlord. Now, why is this? I can tell you a bit about him at the end of the video if we've got time. But he's a 4 mana, 2/2, gets +1/+1 for each creature in the graveyard. Tap 3, sacrifice another creature. Each opponent loses life equal to the sacrificed creature's power. Sacrifice a swamp and a forest, return him from the graveyard to the hand. He is amazing in this deck because he just kills everything. Champion of Stray Souls. You could see he's what's the word? He's very seems to be very soul-y. That was terrible. I pardon me there. Forgive me for that pun. I know half have just died in their seats. So then we will continue. And if they don't know what they're missing, so yo. Skeleton Warrior 4/4, 5 mana. Tap it, sacrifice X other creatures. Return X creatures from the graveyard to the battlefield. Tap 7. Put it onto the top of my library from my graveyard. Eldrazi Monument. It is a... Well, they do say that the Eldrazi are very monumental in the way that they are massive and very hard to defeat. This is a 5 mana mythic artifact. Creatures I control get +1/+1 and have flying and indestructible. At the beginning of my upkeep, sacrifice a creature. If I can't sacrifice Eldrazi Monument, no! The monumentous occasion of that card coming up is monumentous. There we go. I don't know. YOLO. We have Earth Center Vine Crusher. It is a 4 mana plant center 1/1 trample, and when it enters the battlefield, with a number of 1/1 counters equal to the number of lands in all graveyards. And whenever land is put into the graveyard from anywhere, I may pay 2. If I do, I return Vine Crusher from the graveyard to the hand. Bloodsport Thynax. It is a 4 mana lizard. It's a lizard. Lizard. Devour 1. Which basically says whenever I sacrifice any number of creatures, this creature enters the battlefield with that many 1/1 counters on it. Each other creature I control enters with the battlefield with an additional 8 1/1 counters. Okay, so if we throw a load of how many counters on this guy. So if we throw a load of counters on him, we just win the game, is what that says. Okay. Pathbreaker Ibex. 6 mana. It's a goat. Goat. Whenever it attacks, creature I control gain +X, and trample until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures I control, and it's a 3/3 for 6, which is very, 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 very expensive. We now have Scourge of the Neltoth. 7 mana, zombie dragon, flying, and I may cast it from the graveyard by paying 2 and sacrificing 2 creatures rather than paying its mana cost. And it's a 6/6 for 7. That's very good. That's very broken. Now we have the card that everybody is super hyped about, and this is called Wretched Confluence. This is a 5 mana instant. Choose 3. You may choose the same one more than once. Target player draws a card and loses 1 life. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn, and return target creature card from the graveyard to your hand. We're almost halfway through, guys. Almost halfway through. We're almost at the basic lands, to be fair. Yeah, we're almost at the basic lands, as you can see here. Now we have Dread Summons. X black sorcery. Each player puts the top X cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. For each creature card put into the graveyard, I get a 2/2 black zombie. But it's tapped, sadly, so everyone cry. We have Virulent Zealot. 2 mana, Elf Warrior. Tap 2, destroy target artifact or enchantment, and it's a 2/1. Now this guy here, he seems to be, well, people call him a people say who play against him, he's a bit of a troll, if you know what I mean. His name is Lothless Troll. I probably butchered his name as well. But he's a 2 mana, zombie troll, trample. Discard a card, he gets +1/+1 counter on him, and tap 1, regenerate him, and he is a 2/1 for 2. There's a reason that guy's a rare, because he's super broken. Back in Ravnica, man. Right, okay, we now have Kissing Cage Breakers. 5 mana. Whenever it attacks, put a 2/2 green wolf, creature token on the battlefield tapped, and attacking for each creature in your graveyard. Phyrexian Plague Lord. Yeah, this is the guy that brought the plague. Yeah. 5 mana. Carrier. Tap him, sacrifice him, target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. Sacrifice a creature, target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Mikoloth. I probably butchered his name. 5 mana. Fungus. Devour 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 green sapling creature token onto the battlefield for each counter put on this guy. We're not too far away now. We've got something like 20 cards to go, and then we're at the basic lands. In the land, which I will go through. 5 mana. 3/3. Flying. Whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, put a 1/1 counter on it. And its name is Volatrous Zombie. Cloud Thresher. 7/7 reach. For 6. And it's got flash. Whenever it enters the battlefield, deals damage to target creature with flying, and each player. To each creature with flying, and each creature player. And it's 4 mana for its invoke cost, which basically means you cast that, it kills you, wipes the board, blocks well, and then gets exiled. Butcher of Malakir. 5/4 for 7. Flying. Whenever another creature I control dies, each opponent puts sacrifice a creature. Eater of Hope. There was no hope for this man as I ate him. Ha 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 ha. That should be the flavor text. Not gods can appease demons, however. No, it should have been, you cannot stop me. You've lost all hope from me eating you. I've been ceaselessly hungry. Ha ha ha. You will get that pun if you pun and reference if you play Battle for Zendikar or Modern Masters. Anything with Ulamog in it. Flying. Sacrifice another creature, regenerate it for 1 mana, and it's 6/4, and I can tap 3 mana, sacrifice 2 other creatures, and destroy target creature. Removal spell on wings. You thought I was going to say on legs here. You thought I was going to say on legs, and I didn't. Haha, how wrong were you? We have Terrastodom. I don't know. I probably butchered that as well. 8 mana. Elephant. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy up to 3 target non-creature permanents for each permanent put into the graveyard. This way, Its controller gets a 3/3 green elephant, and it is a 9/9. If that had trample, we'd be laughing, but it doesn't, sadly, and we're all crying because it doesn't have trample. And I'm just looking real quick how many more cards. We're almost there. Right, okay. We have Verdant Force, 8 mana, Elemental, 7/7. At the beginning of each upkeep, I get 1/1 sapling. That's terrible. That's a terrible rare. That's no value at all. Bone Horde, 4 mana, Living Weapon, which basically puts a 0/0 germ. Gives +X for all creatures in graveyards. That's very good. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Sever the Bloodline, which is a 4 mana sorcery. Exile target creature and all other creatures with the same name as that creature. Flashback for 7. That seems very bad in a commander deck. Very bad. I wouldn't even play that. I'd switch that for something a lot better. Overwhelming Stampede, 5 mana sorcery until end of turn. Creature I control gain trample and +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures I control, which will hopefully be very high. We have Grim Backwoods. Tap for 1 mana, tap 4, sack a creature, draw a card. We have High Market. Tap it for 1 mana, tap a sacrifice a creature, I gain 1 life. We have Extractor Demon, 6 mana, 5/5 flying. Whenever another creature leaves the battlefield, you may have target player put top 2 cards of their library into his or her graveyard, and it's got Unearth, which is return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield, you can only cast Unearth as a sorcery. Victimize, 3 mana sorcery. Choose 2 target creatures in a graveyard, sacrifice a creature. If you do, return the chosen creatures to the battlefield tapped. Look at that, man. Look at that art. How gruesome is that? Ugh. Oh, I just dropped the card the wrong way, and that's gonna annoy me if I don't fix it, because I have some sort of OCD. Primal Growth, 3 mana, sorcery, kicker. Sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. If it was kicked, instead search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Put them on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Ambitions Cost, 4 mana, sorcery, draw 3, lose 3. Barrier in Blood, 4 mana. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures, sorcery. Rise from the Grave, 5 mana, sorcery. Put target creature card from graveyard onto the battlefield under its owner's control. That creature is a black zombie in addition to its other colours and types. Spider Spawning, 5 mana. Put a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach onto the battlefield for each creature card in your graveyard, and flashback is 7. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 13 swamps and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 basic forests. Now we have Vivid Grove land. When it enters the battlefield with 2 charge counters on it, tap it for green mana, remove a charge counter, add 1 of any card to your mana pool. Vivid Marsh is the exact same, but in black. Command Tower. Tap it to add 1 mana of any color to your commander's identity. We have 1 Evolving Wilds, which is basically sack it, get a basic land, it enters tapped. We have a Golgari Guildgate, which enters tapped, tap it for black or green. We have a Golgari Root Farm, which enters tapped. When it enters, return a land you control to its owner's hand, and it taps for black and green. We have 1 Jungle Hall, which enters tapped and I gain a life, taps for green or black. 1 Polluted Mire, which enters the battlefield tapped, and it taps for 1 swamp, and it's got cycling for 2. Discard this card and draw a card. Then you have Slippery Carast, which is enters the battlefield tapped, tap 1 green mana to your mana pool, cycle it, discard this card and draw a card, and it's 2 mana to do that. Then we have Tainted Wood, which is 1 colourless mana, tap it for black or green. You can only do this if I control a swamp. Terramorphic Expanse. Land. Sacrifice it. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield tab, then shuffle your library. So it is basically an evolving wilds. So yes, no guys, that is this Commander unboxing. I think this deck is going to be very, very strong. And now I will tell you a bit of a story about why I like Jarad Golgari Lichlord so much. Well, there's a card in Theros called Night Howler. And there's also a card called Whip of Erebos. Yeah, you all know what basically what it does is she's an enchantment creature for 3 mana. Or I can tap 4 and bestow him. I'll probably put him somewhere around about here on the screen. For 4 mana, and he gets +X, or enchanted creature gets +X equal to the number of cards in all graveyards. Then you have Jarad Golgari Lichlord, which has 3 mana ability, sacrifice a creature. Each opponent loses life equal to the sacrifice creature's power. And then you had a thing called Whip of Erebos, which will appear here. Because, well, Jarad's already in the deck, but I might put him in the middle, right? Well, basically what Whip does is tap 4 mana, return a creature card from your graveyard. It gains haste, and it has lifelink because of Whip, right? So this is what I did. I played the Whip of Erebos with Night Howler in the graveyard and Golgari Lichlord out in the field. I then tapped 4 mana, returning, well, first of all, I tapped 3 mana, sacrificing Night Howler, making them lose, say, 10 life. Then, next turn, I whipped back Night Howler, sacked it again, after I attacked to gain a whole load of life. And I won the game that way. So, yes guys, thank you so much for watching this Commander 2015 unboxing video of Purge the Graves. And, well, you can get these from online from many places such as Magic Madhouse, as well as this. You can get them on TrollTraderCards.com or whatever it is. I'm not sponsored by any of these guys. But yes, no. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.